Howdy, folks. How are y'all doing? My name is Cub, and welcome back to another episode of our Sky Factory 2.5, a Let's Play adventure extravaganza of awesomeness, fun times, and good things to be happening down here in the lovely Sky Factory that we have constructed, and it's looking a bit bare. I've gone ahead and I removed all the barrels, I removed all the chests, and everything is now stored inside of our ME system, and boy, how happy that makes me. Now, I said last time I would be creating some additional drives, and as you can see, I've done that. I went ahead and created 4 of the 4K drives, 2 16K drives, and 2 64K drives. I think I might make a couple more 16s. Believe it or not, we're doing okay for storage, but I don't think we can handle many more types of items. I think we're pretty close to maxing that out, but we can handle more stacks of items pretty easily. I'm not sure if this is going to go ahead and prioritize, like let's say if I have 10 billion pieces of stone, if it'll prioritize putting that in the 64K drives instead of filling up the 4K drives with it. I'm not sure how smart this thing is. Well, I guess it says right there 31 types of items, but the thing is full. Like the storage is maxed out, so I'm not sure. This has 17. Listen, I don't understand exactly how it works. All of these have 63 of 63 types of items, so I'm not sure what the big deal is with this one, why that's not happening. It's full, but I don't know. Perhaps I need to empty it out and put it all into here. Not sure the specifics of the applied energistics stuff. What I do know is that I'm very interested in getting a new terminal today, as well as some wireless access. So let's actually start off with the one thing I'm pretty sure I can do simply. So applied energistics. There we go. I actually spelled it right that time. Usually I get, for some reason, an I where the T is or the C is in the wrong place. And I have to be like, now what did I do wrong? But I got it right that time. Pat self on back. We need to scroll through here and find the ME crafting terminal. It's here somewhere. Or maybe it's on this page. It might be one of these. It's right, that one right there, actually. So what we got to do is we got to get an ME terminal, a crafting table, and, oh, I've got all of these things. A calculation processor. So if we just open this up, we can get all that stuff. So a calculation processor. We've got a lot of those. I made just heaps and heaps of these things. In fact, if we just delete it all, I believe you can sort it by mod. And then if we flip it around there, yeah, you can see I've got like 12 of these. I've got like 61 of these. I had a whole bunch of the gold ones, but obviously I don't anymore. So then we're going to need a crafting table. I do not have one of those, but that's not too... No need to panic. We just type in planks, get about 4 of those. And then, we'll just go ahead and grab this bad boy. Now, the one problem with this thing is if we lose power, we do lose access to everything inside of there. You have to have power to withdraw items, assuming it's the same as it used to be, which I'm guessing it would be. I don't know why they change it. This might be a recipe-less. Yeah, look at that. So, no specific pattern. You can just throw those items in there however you want. We now have a crafting terminal. Great. We'll plop that. Oh, look at that. I broke the wire for some reason. Okay, there we go. So now we've got a crafting terminal down here, and we can craft things. We don't even have to find items. As long as we have the items, it should automatically pull them down here into the crafting terminal and use them. So example of that would be a Certus quartz pickaxe. Okay, well, we don't have sticks, so obviously that's missing. But also that's another great thing it does. It goes ahead and pulls everything in there that you have. So you don't have to, like, oh man, what am I missing for the recipe to not work? Bleh. Also, one click, clears the station, return items in the crafting grid to the network storage. This is awesome! I wish we'd had this a long time ago. The one thing I don't like is I wish they'd made this a little bit wider, maybe shrunk this down a bit so we could see more items here instead of just like a 3 by, what is this, 9? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 3 by 9. That's a bit claustrophobic for me, but that's okay. I can get by because we do have the ability to just search for stuff. Also, crafting status. Not relevant to us at the moment. Next up, we want to be able to access items around here wirelessly. So for that, and this is going to be a bit tricky because I haven't actually applied energistics. I haven't actually fully looked into this, but I believe that we're going to need a wireless access point, a charger, and the wireless terminal. Probably this discharged one here. I don't think you'll get a recipe for that one. So, yeah, let's see. That's going to require a wireless receiver, an ME terminal, and a dense energy cell. This requires, okay, a wireless receiver. I guess we can go ahead and make 2 of these. And this requires nothing special. That's going to be super easy to build. You, though, what are you? You're going to be a Fluix Pearl, which is, okay, dust, crystals, ender pearls. Do we have ender pearls? That's always a bit of a trick, isn't it? We got about 5 of them. We'll go ahead and take them all out, because who knows how many times we'll need to use them. Just grab whole stacks of this stuff as well. Oh, wait a minute. I'm an idiot. I just built this thing for a reason. My gosh. I can be dense sometimes, can't I? All right, let's try that again. We want to build this bad boy. Well, we want to build one of these first. Look at that. We'll get, I guess, the 2 of those that we're going to need. Throw them back up into here. And then we'll say, okay, we need to use those to build those anchors we were talking about. So just fwah. Ah, we're missing the little middle things from the... What are those? What are they called? Quartz fiber? Yeah, okay, well, we can get some more of those if we had some just regular glass, which we don't. All right, well, do we have any sand, maybe? No. Okay, well, whoa. Easy does it there. Things are getting a bit messy around here, aren't they? Good grief. All right, no sand there either. I know we can get sand. It's not like we're hurting for it. Maybe I should have grabbed more. Like, we have a lot of sand, and we need glass constantly, so we might as well... You know what, that's another thing we should probably do, and we might not get around to it this episode, since, again, I haven't really looked up the wireless stuff. I'm just flying by the seat of my pants. We should automate all of this using ME stuff, because that'll also reduce lag a good bit, I do believe. So we've got plenty of glass now. And let's get all of this stuff out of here, because we're probably going to end up retiring this crafting work table here, because I keep accidentally clicking on it. Throw all these items in here. And you know what? I can manage this myself. We'll go ahead and just grab some glass. Also, you'll notice it continuously pulls items out, so we don't have to have like the specific numbers of items. That's nice. All right, so that should have given us our 2 anchors. So we should be able to go ahead and just immediately build this. Okay, no, of course not, because we never got around to building this part of it. We need 2 of those. So we'll grab both of them and toss them away upstairs. And now we can build one of these, so that's our access point. Then, like I said, we're going to need a charger. Now, the charger is going to be used for charging the wireless access terminal, which we're going to need a ME terminal for, so another ME terminal. We don't have things we need for... Yeah, we might have that. Yeah, we got that. All right, we'll go ahead and build a few of them, because like I say, they are useful. I used a stack of them. I think it took a stack. It might have taken more than a stack to build the 2 64K ME storage cells. We're actually running low on redstone again, which is weird, because for so long that hasn't been an issue. Oh, right. It's busy with glass, isn't it? Could you do this, please? Thanks. That would be lovely. Kind of need those. Toot sweet. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Okay. What was I saying? Not that. This. You. We got you. What am I building? This. That. That thing. Missing an Annihilation core. Now, fortunately, it turns out we are going to need more formation cores, which is good because we built too many. Didn't build enough Annihilation cores, but not a problem. Everything is working exactly as planned. Look at this. ME terminal. Great. So we've got that piece. We'll go ahead and chunk it in there. Clear the grid. You don't have to clear the grid. You can just go to the next recipe. Dense energy cell. Haven't built one of these before. Regular energy cell. Haven't built one of these before either. How many of those did we need? Hold the phone. Oh my gosh. We're going to need 8 of them. Ah, I knew we were going to run out of something right at the end. I just had this sinking feeling in my stomach. All right, so we're going to need more Fluix dust, and what else? What else goes into these? Fluix dust and regular... No, that looks like it. And maybe the glass. I guess we've run out of the glass as well. That's fun. We'll hop up here. Maybe we've just got some. Do we have any? We've got... Skystone's always a useful thing to have. More quartz is always nice. But... Fluix... Would that be in this chest? Where does one get the Fluix stuff at? So Fluix dust is just ground up flux crystal. We don't... How do you get flux crystal again? There's a recipe for it. I think we just built a whole lot to begin with. We might have some in here, though, if we just type in... Yeah, we got a few more left. Okay, cool. We just got to grind those up. And we might have already done this previously. Do we have any in here? Oh, we got a few. Well, 3 is all we needed, I believe. So we can just come back down here and add that. And then the other thing that we needed, though. What was the other thing that we needed? Was it the glass? It certainly was the quartz glass. All right, we'll make another 24 of them, I suppose. And then back we go to get the final piece of the puzzle and store all of this stuff away. Good grief, ended up with way too much of that. Boom! No! Right, this thing. Boom! There we go. And now, finally, the wireless terminal. What did I do with the charger? Did I throw it up here? Why did I do that? That was a dumb thing to do. It needs power. We should be able to plop it down here, though, and it might connect to the Tesseract and get power. Or maybe it's just going to connect to the network. Either way works for us. What we got to do then is plug in the wireless terminal. Oh, devices are not linked. That's not what we want to do. We just want to plug it in there so that starts to charge up, which is good. And then the wireless access point, I'm not sure what we do with it. We might just plug it into the network somewhere. Look at that. Does that appear to be working? Oh, there we go. Yeah, okay. Device online. I kind of wanted it on top, but all right. I'm not here to question things. So are you charged up yet? You've got some stored energy, not nearly enough. You are unlinked, though. So do I just, like, right-click you on here? Device not linked. No, do I put you inside of there? How do I do this? Wireless access point. Range, 16M. Energy uses, 8 AE per tick. You would think it would just be a matter of plugging this into here. That doesn't appear to be the case. Well, that's fine. We'll just put it back in there and let it keep charging, I suppose. I guess it's getting enough energy. I'm not sure how to check. Like, this thing doesn't tell me anything. It just bounces through colors like a maniac. What is this? Oh, EU. That's better. 4 EU per tick. Oh, you can also go with watts. Redstone flux. Look at that. RF per tick. That's exactly the energy type we're using. So that's what we want it to show. How do you connect these, though? How much power do you have now? Still not enough power. My gosh, how much energy do you need? Do you need to be fully charged? So I decided to do a Google where you search things on a wiki, which is sometimes useful. And it turns out we might need to build something called a security terminal. I'm not sure why. Oh, not another one of these. I grow weary of building these, like very weary of them. I'm not sure why we would need this. Apparently, it's used for security or something like that. What I'm reading off the wiki says, after you've linked the wireless terminal in the ME security terminal, it grants portable access to the ME network. Put it in a charger to recharge it. But what is the purpose of the security terminal, and is it something I actually have to have? I guess we might as well just go ahead and build it. This is going to be the only part that's a bit of a blah, because that requires a bit of grind. So, man, you gotta start from here. Which means we're gonna need more of these, which means we're gonna just need a lot more of these. So, I might as well just make, like, yeah, that many of them. What I really ought to do is set up a system to where items that are done in the workshop table are just automatically exported to the iron chest. So we'll get around to that eventually. Just make all of those. 17 of those. That might be too many. I regret nothing about that decision. Because then we're going to have to turn them all into the next level. That'll give us like 6 of those. And then we have to turn those all into, once again, the next level. Which I think is... Are we there yet? Yeah, I think we're there. Alright, that's going to be our 16. So that's not bad. And we've got some left over if we want to create some more storage cells. Which I want to anyway. I want to create a couple more 16K storage cells to kind of fill up the current hard drive bay that we've got. Alright, and then I've never built one of these before. Oh, it requires another ME terminal. Ooh, boy. Hey, boy. We're gonna have to build another one of these. Oh, boy, we're all out of silicone. Oh, boy. Boom. All right. That's not the thing. This is the thing. We're getting closer. Baby steps at a time here, people. That's what it's all about. That's the wrong thing again. Boom. We got our ME terminal. And then... Boom, chest. Okay, cool. That actually worked out. And then boom, yeah, ME security. Great. Again, let's just plop this one back here, I guess. You come here. You get out of there. We'll hook you up to there, and then we'll place you originally like I wanted you up here. Great. So you're the security terminal. I guess, yep, look right there. That's where we want this bad boy. Coming out of there. Oh, you're almost charged. It's a very slow process. If you know a way to speed that up, let me know. How did we end up... Oh, right. Yeah, like I said, we were going to have 2 of those. All right, so we're linked. Should work now? Yeah, look at that. All right, I've got wireless access. Let's go ahead and toss this bad boy back in here, clear that away. Now, I can't build with the wireless terminal, but I can come over here, or out of range. I can come right over to here, like so, and access all the items. I'm not sure how far up and down it works. Like, yeah, we can access some stuff from the attic. So if we came over here and we're like, oh, man... Look at all the bones in here. Let's just clean out these bones. And then I don't want to carry them around with me. Oh, I just dump them all into the system. Look at that. It's fantastic. It's exactly what we needed. This is going to help out a lot. Now, can I expand the range of these wireless access points? Range currently is 16. Energy used 16. I wonder if there's something we can put in here to expand that, maybe? And in fact, there's probably just something right over here that we can build. Not sure what, though. It's going to be something that looks kind of like that, won't it? I don't see anything like that, though. Like, I don't know what that is. Maybe just type in wireless. Okay, here's some things. What have we got here? Wireless golem backup. That's not it. We want to look for applied energistic wireless things. Wireless booster. Okay, ender pearl powder. We don't have any of that. What does this do, though? Like, how much does this... Do I need to wiki it? Guess I need to wiki it. I have the... okay, according to the wiki that's sitting right next to me. Used to increase the range of an ME wireless access point. Doesn't say by how much, though. Apparently, we can just set up multiple wireless access points, though. But this seems pretty cheap, except for whatever that... Oh, okay. We grind up an ender pearl. Yeah, that's simple enough. I'll go ahead and give this a shot. We've got like 3 of them. We'll grind them all up, because I know for a fact we've likely... So I guess I don't know it for a fact if I'm just saying it's likely. But it is so likely that I'm going to just say it is a fact. We've got some additional ones in the monster spawner that we can go grab. So whatever, no big deal. We'll get a few of those. Fantastic. I'm so happy about that. I regret nothing about that decision. So could you, won't you be my neighbor and give me some wireless access things? Thank you. That's great. Also, here, take some of these. Those are great too. All right, so right now you are doing 16 meters. Now you're doing 17. Now you're doing 18.8. So it does stack, but it stacks slowly. Like, oh my gosh. Okay, well, now we got 4 more, so let's see how this progresses. Again, 18.8, 21.1, 24, 27.1, 30.6. I don't know how many of these we can add. I'd like to be able to access things from like over here, so that works. I'm bad at judging distance, so how far away can we go at 13 meters? Okay, so we can get out here maybe to this tree. No. 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 There we go. So from right here, we can access items. That's not bad. I don't know how many of these we can build, though. Like, how many stack? Could we add a whole stack of these things? It probably maxes out at either 8 or 16 or something along those lines. Let's go see. Do we have any more of those nice little ender dust things? Pop back up here. Take a look inside. We got a couple more. All right, yeah. I don't want to waste any from the monster spawner because we might need them for a different project later. I'll go ahead and happily waste these. So that'll give me 4 more. Let's see how that works. I'm going to say it'll max out at 8. I haven't read that anywhere, but 34.5, 38.6, 43. Oh, no, it doesn't. So you can go all the way up to 10 with these. And we got 47.6. That's pretty good. You gotta admit, that is a pretty good deal. It would be cool if we could set up another one over here and then send items between them, but that doesn't quite work like that. I do know how to send things wirelessly through ME networks, though, but that's not how that works, unfortunately. How are we doing with the monster spawning? Speaking of which, oh yeah, we got like 3 ender pearls here, 6 here, 3 more here. I'm tempted to use them just to, you know, give things a try, but I think I know better. I think I do know. Yeah, how is Mini-Me? He's fine. No, you stay away from me, weirdo. He likes to pick me up, and it makes me feel uncomfortable. All right, well, there we go. We've done it. We've got the wireless access terminal. It's everything we could ever hope for. We can now access our items from pretty much anywhere. I mean, we can go all the way out to... I bet you we could get all the way to that tree now. Just hang out here underneath this lovely tree and access the wireless network. If we're going to the nether and we realize we've forgotten a thing, we can just... boom, open, there we go. I need to go ahead and finish charging this thing. If you know of a way to speed up the charging, let me know. Comment down below. Use the comments. Leave a comment about how great I am. And I'll talk to you folks next time. Until then, God bless you and I'll see you later. Bye!